It is a loophole in Wisconsin law that keeps drunk drivers on the road, even in this case after they've killed someone.
Now, the mother of a victim from across the border here in Illinois says she will stop at nothing to fix that. CBS 2 investigator Megan Hickey is digging into the case that put her son's killer back behind the wheel.
It's an invisible line. Drivers might not even notice it. But for Sheila Lockwood, it was the difference between a painful death and a legal nightmare.
They said, "We're really sorry. It's your son, Austin."
Her son, Austin, had been killed in a crash in Three Lakes, Wisconsin. He was just 23. This was the man behind the wheel, Eric Labahn of Mount Prospect. He'd just reached the legal drinking age, 21. Labahn refused to take a blood alcohol test at the scene. That decision should have led to the suspension of his license, according to both Illinois and Wisconsin law. But more than a year after he was charged with a drunk driving-related homicide, Labahn was still driving, legally.
Illinois did not receive notification that the crime had happened.
The Illinois Secretary of State's office tells the CBS 2 investigators it never got a notice about the drunk driving crash that took Austin's life. Labahn's driver's license remained valid until he surrendered it voluntarily to get a new one in Wisconsin, where he was allowed to keep driving for more than a year. One driver, one license, one record. That's the case for 45 states that share information about license suspensions. Wisconsin does not. And CBS 2 investigators found that that's how Labahn was able to get away with it. The driver's license compact was created in 1966. Illinois joined in 1970. More than half a century later, many of the Wisconsin legislators we reached out to didn't even know what the compact was or why Wisconsin never joined. So with a valid Wisconsin license in his wallet, Labahn kept driving, and apparently not very carefully. We discovered after he was convicted and awaiting sentencing for killing Austin Lockwood, he got pulled over and ticketed for distracted driving with a cell phone. He's on bond for killing your son.
Yeah, and he's driving. Now he's not only a drunk driver, he's a distracted driver.
Illinois State Rep Thomas Weber is Lockwood's representative. Desperate for a solution, she turned to him for help, and he pinpointed the problem.
There's no really mechanism, automatic mechanism, that has them contact us.
Which is what happened here.
Right.
Wisconsin joining the driver's license compact could be a solution. Because of Austin's story, Weber is reaching across state lines to Representative Jim Ott of Wisconsin to push for legislation that would bring Wisconsin into the agreement.
No family in the state of Illinois or Wisconsin should have to go through that.
Sheila Lockwood says she won't give up until that happens because she thinks that's what Austin would have wanted.
This will never end. So, I don't have Austin.
Apart from setting his sights on the driver's license compact, Representative Ott from Wisconsin is currently sponsoring 5 different bills that would strengthen DUI laws in the state. In the newsroom, Megan Hickey, CBS 2 investigators.
The driver was sentenced to 3 years in prison earlier this month until he was taken into handcuffs nearly a year and a half after Austin's death. He had not spent a single night in jail.